Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome back to Sunday Driving and OutRun 2006 Coast to Coast on PlayStation 2. I'm going to pick up where we left off and do some more missions. So, for those who didn't watch the last episode, OutRun 2006 Coast to Coast is kind of an expanded version of OutRun 2, which originally came out for the arcade and the Xbox. The main addition was this substantial single-player mode in which you can play the standard OutRun arcade-style mode. You can do the heart attack mode that was added in OutRun 2. There's a time attack mode. But a lot of the main substance is from this coast-to-coast mode, which is a sort of career mode type thing. So there's two main disciplines, if you like. We've got Flagman, which is straightforward races. And then you've got the three girlfriends who give you heart attack style objectives. So today, let's start with one of those, as we started and finished with Flagman last time. So, this is a map of the complete OutRun Coast to Coast course. And the ranks on there show the stages that we've managed to actually complete so far. As you can see, we haven't actually made it to the end on any of these yet. So the ultimate aim for each of the girlfriends is to complete all of the stages and all of the routes, and ultimately try and get as good a rank as possible. But that obviously relies on both your driving skills and your ability to complete the missions. So, let's go from the beginning and see how we get on. Right, what music should we have today? I don't think we actually had Magical Sound Shower at all last time, so let's rectify that today. Alright, here we go. And again, if you missed last time, you're pleased to notice that this is one of the relatively few PlayStation 2 games that actually runs in proper widescreen, which is always an absolute pleasure when playing on a modern TV like I am. I'm bad at crashing into things, though. Yeah, I've done worse. So now, don't hit anything. I almost feel like you'd... Oh no, that was awful. I was about to say, I almost feel like you don't need to drift on that first course, but I think you do in order to just get it around those corners a bit more efficiently. That was poor. Poor, poor, poor. So, let's do our best. Let's try what I pondered last time, which is doing hit the cars from first person. I wonder if that might be easier to aim. Maybe. Not 100% convinced, but missed. Wasn't incredible, that was a B rank. But thank you for being kind. Oh! Nice. Well, getting back into the swing of things slowly. As I say, it's quite a while since I last played any form of OutRun 2. So it's a little bit of an adjustment to get back into the handling, because like this standard handling is very twitchy, and you've got to get your head around that drift mechanic as well, which is not a difficult or complicated drift mechanic or anything, but it is very twitchy and quite unforgiving. Oh, I stuck at that one. Oh no. That was nice. So the drifting in this, it's kind of weird because you can sort of precisely fine-tune how you're going around the corner while you're doing it. So you've got a lot more control over it than you have in some other drift-heavy racing games.
What's up? Avoid the meteors.
Meteors? What? They weren't there the last time. Ah. Oh my god.
Are you going to give up?
That was unpleasant.
Keep tapping
I said last time that they're the same each time, but maybe there is a certain randomised element. A lot of these objectives are the same, but maybe there's certain parts of it that do get randomised.
That was fantastic.
That was nice. Right. Don't know if we're going to make it. We'll get into the last stage, certainly, but I don't know if we'll make it right to the end.
Hit the card. Let's start.
Well, that's not going to help, is it?
So good. Don't crash. Let's start.
And so with the way the drifting works, you can actually sort of still weave in and out of traffic while you're sliding sideways.
Hit the ghost.
Hit the what? Ghost.
Let's start.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think we're... Oh, come on! Come on! Come on!
Time over.
God damn it. That's an OutRun ending if ever I saw one.
B.
Oh well, didn't do horrendously. I'm going to open a Coke in celebration. Alright. Let's go and do a race for a bit of variety. And then we'll come back and try that again in a bit. So how do we unlock the other girlfriend? Average rank A on Clarissa. So we don't have an average rank yet, presumably because we haven't completed all the stages yet. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be a long-term goal then. Right. So, we're now up to the third novice race for Flagman. Test your drift. Alright. I think we've still only got 2 cars, haven't we? Yeah. Maybe look at investing some money into one of the other cars at some point, see if that makes a difference. Let's try this one. We haven't really played with this one yet. See, this is one of the reasons OutRun 2006 Coast to Coast is... I don't know if it's better regarded than OutRun 2, because OutRun 2 is a legitimate classic. But there's certainly a lot more substance to Coast to Coast. And that was why it was designed this way. It was designed to be sort of a home-specific version of the game. This isn't to say that OutRun 2 was in any way lacking in content, because it had like the whole arcade game, and then I believe it had its own special course as well. But yeah, this is definitely a lot more substantial with the whole career mode thing going on. So this race here, this isn't a conventional race, as you can see. This is a score attack race, basically, where the more you drift, the more you score. And you need to try and beat your rival by the end, while still getting to the end before the time expires, of course, as well. Oh, he's getting ahead. Well, he's ahead both in terms of where he is on the course and in score. So if we can sort of make sure we get some really good drifts in, at least get ahead of him in score, we'll hopefully have more points than he does by the time we get to the same place as him. So he's nearly at the finish, and we've got more points than him, so that's good. Squeeze a few more out on these corners. Right, he's finished, so, and we've won, so excellent. I'll take it. It's not AAA, but it'll do for now. Alright, what's next, Flagman? Race the rivals. Okay, so another straightforward race, and 2 of them in series this time. Actually, let's have a quick look at the shop. So we've got 13,445 miles now. Can we afford a car? We can afford the F50. That's an OutRun classic. Appeared in Turbo OutRun, as I recall. What's the most expensive one we can afford? We can't quite afford those ones. Testarossa, that is the original OutRun car. I always like the F50 better though, so let's have the F50 for now. Yes, thank you very much. And can we afford any music? Right, got that one. These are the original 86 tracks. '89. I wonder if those are Turbo OutRun. These remixes are quite fun as well. And this is stuff specifically from OutRun 2. That one sounds fun. Let's have that one. Alright. Time to race. Just take our new car out for a spin, and of course it's got to be red. What was it called? I've forgotten. That one. There we go. Alright. Everyone knows Magical Soundshare and Splash Wave, but I think OutRun's got sort of pretty consistently good music, and it covers a nice variety of styles as well. In OutRun 2 and Coast to Coast here, they kind of have there's a bit of a Latin feel going on for a lot of it. But then, as we've seen, there's those Eurodance remix versions as well. This isn't going well so far. Let's get some slipstreaming going. So I think that is something we're not doing enough of. As if you notice, it does actually sort of specifically encourage you to slipstream. Your speedo actually changes colour while you're slipstreaming. And you get the little notification at the top as well. Alright, that's better. Climbing up the positions a bit. Out of my way, truck. Not convinced we're gonna win this one. Oh no, maybe. We might get a podium finish at least. Oh, come on. Oh, not quite. I'll take it for now. Yeah, 50 does actually handle slightly differently to the cars we've been using up until this point. It's kind of hard to pin down how. I think it feels like it's slightly heavier. Alright, let's try that again. Let's get a better start this time and try and slipstream as much as we can to the front.
Race for the top position.
Need to make sure you get under control after you finish a drift as well, because you can lose a lot of speed if you're not careful. Right. Okay. So we passed our first car a little bit earlier than we did last time. That's good. Oh, crashing into the opposition is not helpful. As has always been the tradition in old school arcade races, the computer players always come off better in a crash. I remember people getting very angry with Ridge Racer about that. Oh, that actually helped me out for once. Right, so there was a good passing opportunity after this hill, if I remember rightly. So, right, into fourth. Don't think we're going to make it. Oh, definitely not if I do that. Disappointing. Alright, we'll give that one more go, and then we'll try something else. You know what, this is sacrilege, but I am going to try from bumper cam this time. Just as an experiment. As I said in the previous episode of this, OutRun is a game that just feels right from the external view, just because of sort of associations with the original arcade version, but in most racing games I prefer to play from this view. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually holds true for this one as well. The reason I like this view is it just feels like a bit easier to precisely aim where you want to go. So like if you want to slipstream or if you specifically want to collide with something, like in some of those heart attack missions, it just feels a bit more like it's easier to achieve what you want to achieve. So my only real question with this will be with how the drifting handles, but it seems to be going okay so far. Alright, 5th. Into 4th. Actually, I might be quite liking this view. Like I say, I know it's sacrilegious. But, well, you got to play in the way that will allow you to succeed. Yeah, can we get into 2nd is the question. Yes, we can. Can't quite manage 1st. But is that enough to pass the mission? Because that should get us an A rank. A double A rank. Alright, yeah. So you need a podium finish to clear those ones. You don't have to win. But you do need to be in the top 3. Alright, where are we going next, Flagman?
Race for the top position.
I can feel a Coke burp brewing, I do warn you. It will probably happen at an unexpected moment. Oh, that was nice. That I feel like that would have been more difficult to achieve from the third-person view. Maybe I will stick with this. Ouch. The only downside of bumper cam, I guess, is you don't get to sort of admire the new cars that you've bought. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. I mean, I guess you could play from the hood cam that this has got, but that just seems to block off part of your view for no real benefit. So, stop drifting. Oh, top spot is in view, and oh, got it. Nice. Very nice. Excellent. Pleased with that.
Congratulations.
Ooh, exciting. New tier of missions available. Right, but we do also have one more in this tier. So, a single race against the rivals. Let's make this the last one for today, and then we'll call it a day, and pick up from here next time. Take the F50 again. That one. This is quite a fun piece of music. Yeah, I thought this might close out the tier. So we're going to go through a complete sequence of stages from the look of things. That gives us plenty of time to try and get into the top spot. But of course that means if this game is paced anything like normal arcade races, that means that the pack will be mysteriously spread out equally over the course of all 5 of those stages. Well, maybe not. I definitely. I think it was Rage Racer on PS1. But it's one of the races is like a really long endurance race around a sort of oval circuit. So you have to take sort of your most high-speed car. And that race is obviously scripted, so you don't even see the front runners in the race until sort of the last couple of laps of it. I mean, it's really artificial, but it does at least sort of keep a bit of a sense of drama to the race. Which is something that Ridge Racer has always been good at. I mean, like with Ridge Racer, you're talking about a series where Ridge Racer Type 4's final race took place on New Year's Eve 1999 as the clock was ticking over into the new millennium. That was really cool. So you cross the finish line at the end of the race and fireworks are going off and the start line's got a big electronic sign on it going Happy New Year! Very cool. The Ridge Racer will, in one of its incarnations, will probably be involved in this series at some point, but in the meantime, don't forget that I did an extensive series on the complete Ridge Racer franchise, with a couple of exceptions. I didn't play the Vita game, but I covered most of them, including the PS1 games, the PS2 game, the Xbox 360 and PS3 games, and the 2 PSP games, along with Unbounded as well, which is not a very Ridge Racer, but it's still a good game in its own right if you have the opportunity to play it. Oh, that's not fair. But anyway, we're here to play OutRun. So, let us do that. Right, which way are we going? Left. Oh, stop hitting walls. Alright. We're over halfway. I like how the stages in this are so sort of evocative of the original games ones. Like this one here, it sort of simulates that one stage in the original where it had all the sort of excessive cloud cover. It was just done with scaling sprites in the original, but in this one obviously it looks a bit more realistic, but it's still very true to that original course. Oh no! Right, last stage. Gotta keep in those podium positions. Got plenty of time. So actually making it to the end shouldn't be a problem. But let's see if we can win. First place is in sight. Yeah. Dirty racing. Oh, come on. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Oh, no! No, no, no. Unbelievable.
Play.
Shit. Well, I'm not standing for that. I said this was going to be the last one for today, but no. Winning this is going to be the last one today. I'm not standing for that nonsense.
Get ready.
Right, bring it on.
Race for the top position.
Right, just try and make some good time on this first course because it's easy. Alright, gained a few positions. It's a good start. I need to stop coming off road at the end of a drift. That's, I think, my main weakness at the minute.
Checkpoint.
Sort of, I think elegantly exiting a drift is the bigger challenge than actually executing the drifts in this one. Okay, making good time. Alright. Got an early lead. Let's try and hold on to that.
Checkpoint.
Over 100 seconds on the clock. Must be doing well. Oh, look at that waterfall in the background. I didn't notice that before. That is gorgeous. Such a lovely looking game. And a series that I would absolutely love to see come back. It probably never will come back due to the whole Ferrari license thing, but you know, a man can dream. Although I guess they could do it with unlicensed cars, couldn't they? I mean, the original OutRun has appeared in stuff like, did it appear in Yakuza? I can't remember. It definitely appeared in Shenmue, and that got re-released recently. And I think all they did in that is just take the Ferrari branding out of it, so it's just a generic red sports car. So I don't know. I mean, obviously a key part of the OutRun identity has always been Ferrari, but it's not vital by any means. I don't play OutRun for the opportunity to drive a Ferrari. I play OutRun because it's a cool racing game. Oh. It's kind of tense being in the lead this early, just because you know you need to hold on to that. Though I guess it does mean if you do make a mistake, you do at least have time to correct it, such as happened there. Right, final stage. Concentrating. Intense concentration. So you don't have a little radar or a rear view mirror in this, so it's kind of hard to tell how close your opponents are to you at this point in the race. I mean, all we've got is that little gauge up in the upper left. Oh, you bastard. No. No. I don't believe that. That was worse than last time. Alright, you know what? We're going to take a break there. We'll call it a day for today, and we'll try this again next time. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.